Warning, graphic content. Paul Pelosi attack footage is released. David DaPipi, everyone's favorite groiper, who also probably has a thing to say about the C word, you know what I mean, attacked Paul Pelosi with a hammer, and then the conservative media took this as an opportunity to say, oh, this guy's not one of us, which he was. He's actually a gay liberal. He's a gay libtard, and Paul Pelosi was having gay sex with him. That was what happened. You guys all remember it, and now the video footage has been released.
Breaking news here on Outnumbered, and it continues as we get in more materials that the judge has released in the Paul Pelosi attack in San Francisco at the home he shared with his wife, former Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi.
Wait, were they for real hooking up? No, man. What the No, I'm joking. When I say Paul Pelosi was having gay sex with David DaPipi, I'm joking. I'm making fun of conservative psychopaths. Please stop believing. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Of course it's not real, man. First of all, Paul Pelosi's like an 87-year-old multimillionaire. You think he can't get better pussy in San Francisco?
This is graphic, and this is jarring. This has just been released. We will share it now.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
How are you?
What's going on, man?
Everything's good.
Hi. Drop the hammer.
Nope. Hey.
What is going on right now?
The funniest part about this is that they're going to use this to say they were definitely f***ing when it's like, dog, it's like 3 a.m. He probably put the shirt on to just like cover himself a little bit. He was in bed when his house was broken into. Yo! Oh! This guy sucks! He's so bad, dude. He's so... Dude. That's an 87-year-old man, dog. You suck, David. He got owned. That's crazy, dude. Yo, much respect to Paul. Listen, Paul, 87 years old, literally still drunk driving. You know this man, he's getting that top shelf adrenochrome. Look at this.
What is going on right now?
It's crazy that this Blart ass over here, Paul Blart Mall Cop, couldn't even kill an 87-year-old man with a hammer, dude. He's so gross looking. Yeah, of course he's gross looking, dude. He is a basement dwelling groiper. He had a fucking blog where he was talking about Gamergate and how it radicalized them. Like, he is literally Cartman from that World of Warcraft episode. And I love this. I love this story. I love showing David DaPipi's photo all the time, because every time some gray name comes in the chat and is like, haha, I got you. You actually love the Armenian genocide and claim it never happened. I imagine them looking exactly like this guy. You're a fucking loser, dude. You are such a fucking loser. Now listen, you can better your life, I promise. Get your shit wrecked. God damn. Tase him. Tase his ass.
I got him, Michael. Edward 14, Everton, backup code 3.
Bro, he got the New Balance too. He's got the New Balances on. Oh my God, he's so bad. The right is already focused on the cup Paul is holding, saying it's proof they're gay lovers. There is nothing funnier than like the right routinely trying to radicalize people to do what David DaPipi failed to do. And then ultimately, whenever they actually end up following through on those desires, those violent desires, they go, oh, dude, that's not us. That guy's gay. He's just a gay libtard, dude. He's different. That's not one of us. It's like, no, man, look at the fucking mirror. That's you. Fix your life. His ass is hanging out so much they had to censor it. Of course, dude. Crack kills, baby. Fox gets on the Pelosi attack. Where's the evidence of a breaking and entering? Fox anchor, there's video of him breaking into the house. I haven't seen that. It's on the screen right now. Maybe that's true. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, well, where's the evidence?
Yeah. No, the other issue is look, where is the evidence of a breaking and entering? I get what you're saying, Sandra, about it.
Why are they still going with this? Is this like an opportunity for them to like stress test how far they can go? Like what is happening? Because there has to be like more to this than what they're doing. Like, it's so open and shut. I feel like I'm losing my fucking mind a little bit. Like the Megan Thee Stallion shooting kind of broke me a little bit because like it was such a clear-cut case where the victim fucking survived. You know what I mean? And yet people were still running with the actually there might have been a second shooter narrative. You know what I mean? And they're now doing this still. And there's like body camera footage. There's like security camera footage. Like what the fuck? Here, I love this though. Look at this.
Always casing the area.
There's video of him breaking through the house. There's video
I
of
haven't
him
seen a video of
breaking.
him breaking through the house.
But there's clear video that we have been given outside.
Look at this form, dog. Oh my God, what a fucking blob of a man. The average LSF commentator who's like, cracker is the worst slur you could say. That's what happens when they go outside and take matters in their own hands, dude. I love this.
Side of the house, the attacker's on the right side of the screen, breaking through the house.
Got it. Well, what? Okay, great. Then maybe that's true.
He's clearly
wrong.
using that to break in.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, but what? Can't we talk more about what is the DOJ doing? Are we supposed to just give a whole pass on such an important?
Yeah. Switch it off, dude. Switch it off, brother. Come on. What is the DOJ doing?
Fact that to me, I think there was a clear narrative that the DOJ wanted to propagate in this. No, the other issue is.
Yeah.
Code 3.
Code 3 back up at 26.
His ass, bro. His ass is out, dude. Yo, maybe. Oh no, maybe Paul Pelosi was clapping them cheeks, dude. But can you fucking hate on him for that? I mean, my man is cheeked up. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, double cheeked up, hella ass on a Thursday. What the fuck is Paul Pelosi honk shoe memeing right now? What is happening? Damn, he didn't lie. That ass be farting. I can't stop. This is we know he's like fine, so I can't stop myself from making these jokes. Okay, I'm sorry. That's agonal breeding. It's indicative of a TBI, so kind of spicy. Wait, what? Wait, really? I thought that was like some fucking audio problem. Wait, he's the one who's making that noise? Oh, wait, he actually is knocked the fuck out? That actually happens? People snore when they get their shit popped off on their skulls broken? No way. I didn't know you snore when you get knocked out. Did you guys know that? I did not know that this was a thing. That's crazy.
Network 10 medics code 3 as well. You got it?
Sorry, 14 number 2, medic code 3.
All right. We're trying to figure out not only what we see, but what we hear. Because you see a shoe lifted, a tennis shoe, that we think is of the suspect, David DaPipi. And he also is, so perhaps tasering was involved there. But what we know is the lifting of the hammer, and you see that attack.
One thing that stood out to me on the second.
Damn, bro. Look at them. Look at how seriously they're taking it now. Listen, at least I wasn't running around fucking saying that it's like, seriously saying that it was like a gay lovers quarrel, okay? Fox News before and after seeing the video.
The tape's going to give us a treasure trove of evidence and should answer a lot of questions, like who opened.
Bro, how did they seriously go along with this? This was such a fucking psychotic thing to just like, oh my God. It is so crazy. Like, how did they unironically make this an argument, dude? Didn't they get one guy? There was one reporter making these assertions. I think he retracted it, but right-wing media went with the story. No, there was no one. There was no one that actually like fucking went along with it. They made this inference on their own. Elon Musk did it. Remember Elon Musk? Who was like, well, we're just asking questions, but these are questions that need to be asked.
Open the door. The Department of Justice said police opened the door. But sources who saw the body cam video told NBC Paulie P opened the door. And then NBC suspended their Emmy award-winning journalist who reported the story. They said it didn't meet their standards. We don't really know what those standards are. The tape will also tell us what happened after police arrived. Apparently, Dave DaPipi smashed Paul's head with a hammer after police came in. So how'd that happen? They had to know this was the speaker's house. Paul's in San Francisco. He's royalty. They see him wrestling with a guy with a hammer and they don't tackle him?
That's crazy. I can't believe the cops were being awful and not doing their fucking jobs adequately. I mean that never happens, right? Cops in the universe that we have cultivated, cops always do their jobs correctly. So it's shocking to me that this would happen. It never. I mean, Paul Pelosi's royalty. Oh wait, it did literally happen. We watched it. So you're an idiot.
The producers are apologizing to me, but I want to apologize.
Yeah, it's insane that their argument is, where's the evidence? It was a break-in and politically motivated, when the guy literally was like, I am doing this because I want to find and kill Nancy Pelosi. That is so insane. The guy literally was like, I am radicalized by right-wing news on the internet that I see all the time. I did too much internet. Facebook fucked me up. Gamergate is the reason why I'm this psychopath. It ruined my fucking life. And also, David DaPipi, am certainly not the gay lover of Paul Pelosi, and definitely here to break in and find Nancy Pelosi and kill her. And conservatives still are like, I don't know. We don't have all the facts. I think they were gay lovers. Maybe Antifa. He admitted all of this. It's not like we needed to see the body camera footage to recognize this. He admitted all of it. All of it. At the time, we immediately knew. We found his fucking website.
To you, we had no idea what that was going to look like. And that should have had a warning and a graphic warning before we showed it and then on screen. I saw you look away, Kenneth.
Oh, yeah. Hard for me to see things like that. And as it is for you.
I mean, that was really quick between the time the police answered, and thank the good Lord that they were there.
And it looks like police followed the procedure that they should have. And obviously, we're watching this once.
He did everything they could.
They asked, hey, what's going on? Drop that. And then he acted as quickly as.
It's so funny. You know Tucker Carlson is not going to be talking about this shit. He's going to be talking about, like, probably if the Tyree Nichols body camera footage comes out, probably by the time Tucker's on air, he is probably going to talk about how violent black people are or some shit, you know what I mean? And he will not talk about this.
Is this what you expected to see after what we know? And by the way, the 911 calls have been released too. So there's more coming, and as we get it this hour, we will share it with you. But from what we knew of the 911 call, he was talking cryptically. Take us through what you kind of expected based on what we know led up to this.
I'll say this. To me, it illustrates the difference between reading something and seeing it.
Oh, does it? That's crazy. They're doing the Trump thing. Remember when Trump was like, Obama is Kenyan? Straight up. He was like, Obama is a Kenyan Muslim. And we need to see the birth certificate. And then Obama released the birth certificate, and Trump was like, see, the people were asking, and I got Obama to release his birth certificate. Finally, we know. It's like, bro, no one thought that. Like, you thought that. You made it up. You thought that because you're fucking racist. And then now you're acting like this was something that we all needed to see. Meanwhile, they successfully evaded the real problem here, which is that right-wing media and independent online outlets that also follow along in the psychotic footsteps of like mainstream media radicalize people into thinking that they can go to fucking Nancy Pelosi's house and like kidnap her. That's the real story here. This is a product of too much media consumption. And he, lucky for us, I guess, had so much of a signature on the internet that like we could look through every single moment of his radicalization and develop a better understanding of how someone becomes this fucking loser. How do you know? Great question. It's because he, much like many people in this generation and elderly millennials, could not shut the fuck up about his motivations and also the things that he believed. He had a blog. He had a blog where he basically step by step detailed his alt-right radicalization. He was a 4chan nerd. He was a groiper. He was like a right-winger after Gamergate who like turned Nazi. That was literally the main story, is that just this is what happens when you become a fucking groiper and you like act out on your desires. And then the funny aspect of this is, of course, is that whenever a groiper, whenever like one of these fucking losers, these 4chan losers, like actually go out and finally follow through on their fucking desires, everyone else that egged them on turns around and says, nah, that's not real. He's just like a gay leftist, actually. did this with the January 6 people. They do this every single time. Anytime a right-wing guy, and this happens fairly regularly nowadays, decides to take matters into his own hands and very clearly documents their fucking radicalization, turns around and like says, hey, I'm going to do this because like I think, for example, like the Cincinnati FBI office guy who was like trying to break through the bulletproof glass with a stapler or whatever, with a nail gun. They'll openly state like, I'm doing this because I love Donald Trump. I'm a right-winger through and through. I love Donald Trump. I'm doing this because fuck everybody else. Like, I'm doing this because I hate the great replacement that's happening, whatever. And then everyone else will turn around and be like, nah, that guy's an idiot, dude. That's not like us at all. That's so different. That he's gay, probably. He's gay. He's a gay loser, and he's liberal. Every time. By the way, yeah, this is something I used to say, but I like forgot because, you know, it got lost in the sauce. But originally, that was my original assessment as well. Even if he was like literally gay, who gives a fuck? He still attacked him and tried to kill him. You know what I mean? Like, why is that an own? This technique is called the gay people bad, where regardless of whether or not someone is heterosexual or homosexual, you turn the conversation, the main subject matter, away from a leading Democrat's partner being attacked by a psychotic right-winger into, haha, gay, they were having a lover's quarrel. Here is the 911 audio from the night of the Paul Pelosi hammer attack.
Oh, I guess I called by mistake. What is this?
This is San Francisco Police. Do you need help?
Oh, well, there's a gentleman here just waiting for my wife to come back. Nancy Pelosi.
223
he's just waiting.
This is, by the way, a pretty solid way of like trying to tell 911 exactly who you are while clearly like the perpetrator is in the room with you. Like, you're under duress. Nobody calls 911 for like no fucking reason. He's calm. He's under duress. And he's saying like, my wife, Nancy Pelosi, I'm Paul Pelosi. Which they know what his address is, so like they can immediately dispatch a unit, right? That's pretty good, pretty smart thing to do.
He's not going to be here for a day, so I guess we'll have to wait.
Okay, do you need police, fire, or medical for anything?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
3 and 58 seconds.
There's is the Capitol Police around?
220. No, this is San
Francisco. They protect my wife. They're usually here at the house protecting my.
I don't even think he's saying this to the operator at that point. He's saying it so that I think David DaPipi hears it. No, this is not the worst dispatcher. Dispatcher's main job is to keep you on the line. He does not have dementia. No, calm down, guys. I think there's two different reasons for this. One, what he wants David DaPipi to hear so he doesn't fucking do anything insane. And what he is trying to communicate to the dispatcher so cops come in to the house.
My wife.
No, this is San Francisco Police. Friday, October.
I understand.
2022.
Okay, well.
He's like, come on.
What do you think?
Seconds.
Think everything's good?
Wait, what did he say?
Think everything's good? He thinks everything's good. I've got a problem, but he thinks everything's.
Oh, David DaPipi's in the room. He says everything's good.
He's good.
Okay. Call us back if you change your mind.
No. This gentleman just came into the house, and he wants to wait here for my wife to come home.
0, 2,
and so,
4 and 48.
By the way, David DaPipi is so fucking stupid that he didn't understand that like this would undoubtedly bring cops over. Like, he's so fucking dumb, dude.
Do you
know who the person is?
No, I don't know who he is. He has this. He's telling me not to. He's telling me not to do anything.
What is your address, sir?
26.
225 and.
Yeah, good thing they
blurred that out. What is your name?
My name is Paul Pelosi.
Friday.
Anyway, this gentleman says that he thinks everything ought to, he's telling me to put the phone down. And just.
Guys, I'm willing to bet the dispatcher already sent a unit here. She's just asking for what the address is to keep him on the call. Dispatchers are supposed to keep you on the phone and keep you calm and collected and get as much information from you as possible so that they know exactly what kind of fucking unit to send over and to inform the cops that are coming in. She should have never said like, we'll call you back. I don't know if that was the right thing, but like she almost fucking hung up on him. But she realizes that there's a man in the room here, which is probably the moment where they dispatch, where they send over a cruiser to check the house. She already knows what his fucking home address is. The reason why she's asking him is because she just wants to remain on the call. Because it seems like at this moment, once she realizes how it fucking works or what's going on, she feels like the only way, like he is safe as long as he's on the phone.
He thinks everything's good. I've got a problem, but he thinks everything's good.
Okay. Call us back if you change your mind.
No. This gentleman just came into the house, and he wants to wait here for my wife to come home.
See? That's the moment where she was like, oh, never mind. Okay.
0, 2,
and so,
4 and 40.
If she was smart, she'd be asking him for stock tips. True.
He thinks everything ought to, he told me to put the phone down and just do what he said. Okay?
Okay, what's the gentleman's name?
I don't know. What's that?
My name's David.
The name is David.
She literally said, call us back, lol. No, she didn't understand what was going on here. Why is she supposed to understand what's going on here? The moment that he said there's a man in my house, then she understands, okay, what's your address? What's his name? People always love shitting on the dispatcher, but like, how the fuck is she supposed to know? She thinks it's like an old man calling in the middle of the fucking night saying confusing shit. And then once she realizes, like I said, no, there's a man in here, that's when she starts stalling. That is not how it went, dude. Like I said, there's two motivations here for Paul Pelosi, which I think he handled it really well. Number one, obviously, is that like he got David DaPipi to like allow him to go and make a call. I don't know if he told him that he was calling the police or if he said like he's calling Nancy Pelosi's office or some shit. Who knows, right? But he is also trying to not literally be hysterical, be like, oh, there's a man in my house, he's trying to kill me, because he's worried that the dude with the hammer is going to go and fucking bludgeon his skull before the cops even get there if that's the case. So under stress, he's like trying to describe to her that he is in distress without actually giving it away. And the dispatcher doesn't fully understand it until this very moment where he says, no, there's a man in my house. When she says, okay, we'll call you back or call us back. And he's like, oh shit, don't hang up. And then starts talking about details of like how there's a stranger in his house.
Okay, what's the gentleman's name?
I don't know. What's that?
My name's David.
The name.
Dude, he is so fucking stupid. He said, my name is David DaPipi. Why did he say his fucking name? And then he says, what's your name? And he goes, David. By the way, you can hear that he can hear. So it's on speakerphone. That's another key detail here for the dispatcher is that like the assailant, the perpetrator can hear her, which is why she's like, oh, what's your address? That sort of thing. She's just like trying to get as much information as possible. She's already dispatched the units, most likely after he said, no, there's a man in my house.
His name is David.
Okay, and who is David?
I don't know.
This part is like normal. If you've listened to any fucking dispatcher calls, the reason why I'm saying she did a good job is because they did arrive on scene pretty quickly and he didn't die. So as far as like police incompetence goes, this was unironically a solid work. This was unironically solid. The only thing they could have stopped or they should have stopped is as soon as they saw the hammer, they should have tried to fucking stop David DaPipi from hammering Paul Pelosi in the head. They did good. They did a good job.
What's that?
I'm a friend of theirs.
Yeah, he says he's a friend, but as I said, I've never.
But you don't know who he is?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
He's telling me I'm being very leading, so I got to stop talking to you, okay?
Okay. You sure I can stay on the phone with you just to make sure everything's okay?
No, he wants me to get the hell off the phone.
0, 2,
okay?
Okay.
And thank you.
Okay, bye.
There you go. I don't know why he let him make a phone call in the first place. I don't know why he even said his own fucking name in the phone call. Like, he is a uniquely stupid person, which we already knew because we saw his blog and we saw his activity and we saw what he believes in. But, like, this is like a fuck up a child would not even make. You know what I mean? Like, in the process of, like, doing a crime. Here is the San Francisco Police Department interview with David DaPipi.
I'm Sergeant Hurley with the San Francisco Police Department. I'm in the Special Investigation.
A female cop. I just want you to visualize.
Phone number for you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to like get away with it, so I know exactly what I did.
Yeah.
And
right here, what you're experiencing is exactly what here at the HDP broadcast. HDP reacts, what we like to call white entitlement, also known as the January 6th syndrome. In this circumstance, David DaPipi is caught dead to rights. And what is motivating him to behave this way like he feels like he's done nothing wrong, is the sense of entitlement he has surrounding his political perspective and the actions he engaged in. This perhaps also plays along with his reaction to allowing Paul Pelosi to call the cops and his assessment of the situation when the cops arrive on scene. Perhaps David DaPipi thought he would be welcomed as a hero.
When Trump came into office, what they did went so far beyond spying on a rival campaign. It is just crazy.
You mean like her efforts to smear him, or are you talking about
like Hillary and the DNC?
Right.
And it's like it originates with Hillary, but like Pelosi ran with the lie as much or more than anyone. Like honestly, like day in, day out, the person who was on the TV lying every day was Pelosi. I mean, Hillary was kind of on the scene because she doesn't really have a position.
Right.
And it's like, this is like fucking record-breaking crime spree the Democrat Party has been on for the last 4 years. And it's just fucking insane.
When you say crime sprees, are you talking about how their laws and what they're doing have affected crime, or that they themselves
They
are
are the criminals.
Yeah.
Like, so not only were they spying on a rival campaign,
right,
they were submitting fake evidence.
Bro, he is a product, dude. This is so perfect that it unironically feels like a psyop. Like, it's so perfect, start to finish. Like, this is literally what we talk about with respect to, like, right-wing radicalization, both online and also in mainstream media, that it reads like a fucking psyop. Like, this dude his brain was broken by too much Facebook and too much Fox News and too much 4chan. This is like a textbook stochastic terrorism victim, almost. He is reciting every line that he's heard from Fox News verbatim. That is crazy.
To spy on a rival campaign, covering it up, persecuting the rival campaign.
When you say rival campaign, you're talking about Trump.
Yes. And it's just like, it's just like an endless fucking crime spree. It's like they go from one crime to another crime.
Yeah, conservatives tried to say he was a left-winger. That was really funny. God, Trump supporters are so fucking stupid, dude. It's crazy. Everyone's stupid. You guys already know this, but like Trump supporters are just extra stupid.
So like, I guess, what was your intention to go there to make her change her ways? Like,
well, I was going to basically hold her hostage, and I was going to talk to her and basically film her what I do.
And hold her hostage and do what?
And talk to her. If she told the truth, I'd let her go scot-free.
Right.
If she fucking lied, I was going to break her gas.
Did you really think that she would, sorry, this thing is so goofy. Did you really think that she would...
Tell the truth?
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. I knew beyond a doubt she
Yeah.
fucking lied.
Right. And so you think it was a poor plan? I mean, do you regret that you did this? You know, I mean...
No, it needed to be done.
Okay, but Paul, you know the person you attacked is...
He was not my target. I even told him that.
Yeah.
You know, like every second house has a ring thing on it.
Of course.
And the cops can go seize that for evidence if they need.
Sure.
There's no way I can walk from where I came from to here without being on like 1,000 cameras.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm already busted.
Right.
So
I don't get it. Like, there's a part of, I think, conservatism that just makes you feel like cops are always on your side. That makes you like the perfect fucking perpetrator. Like, you end up giving cops just the fattest dub of all time because he's bragging. Like, he's not even trying to hide his motivations. He's just fucking bragging about like the crimes that he has committed and wants to continue committing. Like, he's so fucking dumb. There is no JCS analysis, chat, because he's not even trying to fucking hide it. And you know when like psychopathic murderers will like at least try to get validation from cops? Like, there isn't even that angle there. You know what I mean? You know how like sometimes psychopathic serial killers will like actually pull off a crime, and then when they get caught, they're like, they give you like little breadcrumbs or something. There is no analysis here that you can even talk about that, where it's like, He just straight up is just like, yeah, I did it and it was fucking sick. And obviously you guys don't hate me for doing this, right? Like, we're on the same team. The interrogator didn't even have to like gas him up to be like, yeah, you're a brave truth teller. Like, you're bold. Go ahead. She just was like, give us your name. You can get a lawyer. You know, I have to read you your Miranda rights, whatever, right? And he was like, all right, let's go. I attacked Paul Pelosi, who's a fucking, pedophile, because I wanted to get to Nancy Pelosi, who is the worst person on the planet, who stole the election. Those are my motivations. Write it down. Write that shit down. Nancy Pelosi was my main target. Yeah, it's a real Derek Evans is in the Capitol moment, And for those of you that know, you know what I'm talking about. Like, people filming themselves, people who have like become state legislators recently, filming themselves in the act of like doing a very serious crime, like Derek Evans famously did. He's like, I repeat, Derek Evans is in the Capitol.
We're in. Derek Evans is in the Capitol.
While filming himself, like just self-reporting, because they think that they're just not going to face consequences for their like very clear criminal actions. I don't get it.
Is he still in the bed at this point?
Yes. So the whole time he's sitting there on the bed, and I throw the hammer down so that it kind of like lands on top of pillows, and I start taking out like the twist ties from my pocket so that I can restrain him, so that I don't have to worry about what he's doing.
Right.
And at that point, that's when he kind of starts trying to do things, right? Like they have like an elevator, and it might be a safe room or something.
Really? Okay.
It might be a safe room, so like he can go in there to escape, and like he can call. There's a camera, so he can call for help. So he.
What? Why? Every part of this is fucking so stupid. I don't know what I expected from this interview, but like, I want to play it out as it is, because this is what happens when you fucking stay in those forums for too long. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. Some of you motherfuckers finally got out of there. This one is for the hate watchers that are in here right now. There's probably like about 1,000 of you that come in here every goddamn day. This is what happens. This is the other side. You like have built me up as like this main villain in your life, because everyone in your fucking communities tells you, and you probably do not have a charitable approach to anything I say. I'm telling you, man, this is where you end up, okay? You behave like this, please.
We go into the bathroom, and he grabs the phone and starts dialing 911, and then they get on the phone, and it's like...
So you knew he was calling the police?
Oh, I was standing there right in front of him the whole time. I was there.
Did you try to grab the phone from him?
Not really. And I saw him dialing it, and then it's like...
What's going through your head at that moment?
Well, it's like... He's kind of... Well, honestly, he's pushing me into a corner. It's like, I plan on doing something, and I have other targets, and I can't be stopped by him. If I have to go through him, I will.
Right. You're trying to tell him that.
Yeah, it's like, you're setting this up in a position where...
Dude, I think he just came to the realization that this plan wasn't very well thought out in that exact moment where he's like, I have plans to do things with your wife. Okay. You have other targets? Fuck, I didn't really think this through, man. I don't know what the fuck's going on,
Where, like, you're going to stop me, and I will not be stopped here.
Okay. But you're telling him that.
Yes, I'm telling him it really friendly.
It's time to warm up my chicken. I'll be back.
He's like, manipulate. He's like, oh no, the cops, they're not doing anything. And I'm like, I don't know if I said this, but I was definitely thinking it. It's like, dude, I'm not fucking stupid. And they're not fucking stupid either. There's no way they got that fucking phone call and they ain't fucking coming here.
Why didn't you think about leaving, just out of curiosity? I mean, you knew they were coming. Why didn't you just leave?
Well, it's like, the founding fathers, it's like, they fought the British. They fought the tyranny. They didn't just fucking surrender to it.
Yeah.
And when I left my house, I left to go fight tyranny. I did not.
Dude, oh my God. Dude, it's the same. These guys are so fucking brain dead, dude. They are so incredibly stupid. He says he left to go fight tyranny, not Jeremy, by the way. The caption is wrong. That's it. This is perhaps the main guiding principle. The guiding principle that like motivates these people, and also on top of that gets them to openly admit their crimes regularly. Also, he's Canadian, which makes it even funnier.
So I'm standing there right beside him with a hammer. I think he grabs the hammer so that like I don't hit him in retaliation.
So you're holding a hammer. Is this like a regular size hammer?
Regular hammer.
Okay.
And like the door's open, the cops are standing there seeing this. I think he grabs it, and I think it was like, so I don't like him in retaliation. And it's like he's basically he thinks that I'll just surrender, and it's like I didn't come there to surrender, and I told him.
What's crazy here is like he failed even within his own like moral structure. He failed. Like even if your goal is to like, you know, kill a fucking prominent left-wing figure, that was the worst plan ever. You fucking literally tried to kill an 87-year-old man and failed to do so with a goddamn hammer, dude. That's wild. You're a loser because, you know, you're this fucking griped up 47-year-old divorced dad who spends all of his time on the internet knowing entirely too much about what the fuck teenagers are saying on 4chan. But you're also like impressively bad at doing the thing that you wanted to do. Like 87-year-olds die when they fall on the stairs. You know what I mean? Like they die in the showers and they slip and fall. And like and normal accidents, normal things that you could do or that you take for granted, an 87-year-old can't without like accidentally sometimes dying. And this motherfucker could not kill the 87-year-old man with a hammer, bro. I just got to put some respect on Paul Pelosi's name one more time, though. Motherfucker's 87 years old. He's still drunk driving. What a menace. What a menace to society. And he took a fucking hammer to the head and survived, bro. Like, I feel like if Nancy Pelosi was there, he would have died, I think. Like, Nancy Pelosi probably would have beat the shit out of him. Like, before the cops even got there, Nancy Pelosi would have been fucking ripping his throat out.